Okie dokie.
And we are going to try and paint a little cave scene before we get too far. Just uppity buppity doo. Doo doo doo. Do 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 do. Just lighting up a few little bits here and there. There is a little bit of sky peeking through. Oh, well, hello, welcome. Doing something a bit different today. So, nice little, hopefully a nice little cave scene. It'll be really bright and full of color, but only one way to find out. I'm gonna have some water in here, so I'm just kind of putting a little hint of where I think I'm going to want my water kind of to live. I'm not really gonna do all my water yet. Like I said, I just kind of want to give myself a rough idea. Don't forget about it and get caught up in all of the little rocky bits. Hopefully we'll find in here somewhere a really, really pretty little scene. We're going to leave the dark bits as dark bits. And we're going to really just kind of brighten up parts that we want to be bright. I'm just kind of, like I said, right now I'm just using the fan brush, just a little bit of white. I've got some undercolor on here, and I'm using the white on my brush to just kind of drop in a little bit of a, well, I guess it's more guidelines, suggestions of cave walls, stones. We are going to come in here with palette knife as well. Oh, good evening, Medieval Dragon. Thank you. Oh, I thought someone said good morning for a second. It could be morning. Anyone who's watching, where are you? What time is it? And if you feel like it, how cold is it? So, it's so, goodness, I don't even know what time it is. Like 6:08 over here, North Dakota. Super fun times. So, super, super fun. So let me know where you're at. What time is it? Ohio. It's freezing. How cold is it in Ohio? Thank you, everybody who is joining in right now. Where are you at? What time is it? Is it cold? It's like -30 over here. I'm not kidding. I wish I was. But it's going to be warmer in a few days. So, good things are coming. Good things are definitely coming. Welcome, welcome. Canada 809, well, welcome. It's supposed to be -3 tonight. You know what? That's not too bad. I would take -3. I think our high in a couple days is 1. Or was it 7? I don't know. We're moving up in the world, just not super great. There's not enough trees out here to block the wind, and it's the wind. It's the wind that really starts to get you. Is in fact wind. Now I have never painted a scene like this before, full disclosure, so hopefully this does everything that I want it to. Just seemed like a good idea at the time. Whether or not it is, I suppose will depend on me. So I suppose we're in for a ride. Trying not to kill all of the darkness, trying to leave some spots for your eyes to wonder what might be over there. While still kind of brightening up enough so you can see, hopefully, how pretty this little place is that you might have just wandered into, maybe out of curiosity, I don't know. We're coming into our water here a little bit, but that's okay. That's alright. So, not enough color on my brush. I'm not going to get anything happening like that. Yeah, there we go. Gotta have paint on the brush to paint. Funny enough. There is Bippity Boppity Boop. We're just gonna blend. I am gonna add some of those water lines back because you might notice that some of my water lines just disappeared, but that's okay because in their place the water is starting to show up. So, and I'm not going to highlight it just yet, but I do happen to know, there is a tree. Maybe even 2, I don't know. But at least one tree is going to live here. I don't know. Trees grow wherever they want, so there's nothing saying that one didn't grow here. Like I said, I'm not going to highlight it right away, but I'm going to put it in here. We will know that it lives here, and we'll highlight it a little bit later. We've kind of got enough of the kind of background bits there. That's back there. We don't need a ton of detail behind the tree. We just need to know that it's there. And that it's pretty, and that it's colorful. And that there's water bits back there. And in the front, there's going to be other stuff. Hopefully really pretty highlights and whatnot. It's kind of a new scene for me. So, hopefully it's a good time. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're liking it so far. I barely know what I'm doing. I could show you my doodle, but it looks less impressive than yesterday. It's just some squiggly lines in the rough shape of a cove. So. And we've got a few people here the people that are here, are we cat people or dog people? Or some other animal? Maybe a gerbil or a guinea pig? Other pets that people have? Birds? I think people like birds. I am interested in birds, not having one, just about them, I guess. So, what do people have for pets? Or even if you don't have to have it as a pet, you could just like it. You don't have to have one. Animals do people like? While I paint a cove that is perhaps free of animals, I don't know. That might live here. Maybe a visiting critter or two. Well, it's okay. There. Just gonna perhaps just. Yeah, I actually kind of like that a lot. Soften it up just a little bit, like magic. Not having painted a scene like this before, you never really know what brushes you're going to want and or need. I had a kind of a rough idea, having it be more rockish, maybe like a band brush, palette knife. But you just never really know. Like this 1-inch oval brush is doing a fantastic job right now. Just kind of softening things up, adding some mystery, some color swipies. Just making for a little bit of a delightful little ribbon. Oh, look at that. And, whoops. Since I know we're going to have this be water, come in here and blend some of this away. We're going to add more highlights. So we can see some more, for one. Hard to know where we're going if we can't even see where we are. I'll probably give the tree somewhere to sit here in a little bit too. So have no fear. The tree's not just gonna be sitting in water. Seems good. But it won't. It'll live somewhere. It'll have its own little area to exist. Let's make this turning out delightful. Probably throw some brighter spots into the over here areas though. Stuff exists over here as well. And can't all be rainbow rocks. We should probably throw a little bit of brown into our stone area. A little bit. Otherwise, it's just going to be a rainbow, colorful little area, which is great. I love colors. I love fun colors. I love bright colors. But you gotta have a hint of something in there that's real to make it just maybe a little believable. Like maybe you could find a place like this. You never know. can. I'm gonna try and just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So far I've used about 3 brushes. A fan brush, a 1-inch, can you see that? Actually 2 brushes and a palette knife, technically speaking. Nope, 3 brushes and a palette knife. 1-inch brushes, rounded, flat, fan brush, and palette knife. I know exactly what I'm doing. It's fine. Everything is fine. Totally, absolutely. Oh, thank you. I was kind of hoping that theoretically someone might want to walk in here. Wow, I love you guys' perspective a lot too. You get stuck looking very close up to your painting sometimes. When I check back in the chat, I can actually see it from a little further away. And I like that perspective as well. So, I kind of envisioned having maybe a few little bushes in here. Probably not too many. A couple. Little in here. Maybe just a little baby bush over there. I like that. Just peeking out. And we're gonna put maybe one right here. There might be some bushes towards the front because I don't think very many people come this way. That's what I think. I don't think there are too many people over here. So we're kind of just finding this as it is. All nature. We're gonna add some water lines. Just a little. Pull some of the bush, just a little bit. We want the bush to stay there. We're just going to take some of it into our water. I could even put just a tiny little baby one right there too. Just boop, 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 boop. Oh, look at that. Stuff grows when it's left alone. I do actually need some sort of land here. I did say I was going to give the tree somewhere to sit. I should actually do that. I should. Otherwise I'm making a liar out of myself. Can't have that. Just a little land though. I'm not gonna... The tree doesn't probably need a huge area. It just needs a little somewhere to sit. Maybe a little bit of the land gets lost in water. That's all right. All right. Wow, look at that. We found some more colors up in there. I don't know if you guys can really see that color change or not, but I sure hope so. I sure hope so. I don't even know exactly which colors I put in here. There were blues, purples, yellows, greens. They mixed together. There's red in here somewhere. So there could be oranges, I don't know. And this, like the Milky Way galaxy. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm glad you like it. I appreciate you guys. You're so nice. And we will be highlighting our bushes and things. They're not going to stay all mysterious forever. There are just some things that we need to make sure had room first. Like the land, some highlights. I just needed to make sure that these things came into existence before we got all crazy with our highlights. Once the highlights come in, it gets a little difficult. It's a little difficult to do some of these little details back here. So just giving them, I'm giving a little bracing up here. I'm just gonna sneak. Yeah, just like that. Just tiny. Sneak that in back there. And this might be obvious if you've seen a couple of my other paintings before. This one is a little bit smaller. It's a 12 by 12, nice little spectrum. But I didn't think this one needed to be very large. So I just did a little one. Little 12 by 12. So. There we go. That is delightful. Soften that up. And this canvas was, well, not originally, I painted it black before doing my undercoats. That's why a lot of this stuff is lighting up with just a little bit of color, or white, some of it's color, on my palette knife or my brush. It's because there's already color on there. It's not taking a whole lot of work for me to add this in here. Just takes the least little bit. Least little bit of extra paint. Go and bring that to life. I may or may not even put fireflies in here. This feels like it could be in need of some. Just to add a little something extra. I don't know, what do you guys think? Shimmer in their water. You don't have to be able to do art to appreciate art. And there's lots of forms of art. I couldn't bake to save my life. Well, I mean, I can make it taste good. It won't look good. I'll put it that way. Everyone's got something that they're good at. This is my one thing. The one thing I would say that I feel that I can do. That isn't like a necessary life skill. Not necessarily a claim to fame, just the thing that I like that I've done and that I enjoy doing. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And there's just barely any paint on this palette knife because you don't need a lot. Just a little. Add some stuff in there. Not a lot, just a little. But I do think that anyone who really wants to could probably paint. I don't think it's really super difficult. It just takes practice. Just a little practice and some time. And maybe some materials, you know. Although I suppose you could finger paint. That's a good time. I'm going to leave some of that back there dark. We're not going to light it all up. Because it probably wouldn't all be lit up. start highlighting some of these things that I put out. I think I'm going to start with my tree. It's the furthest away, and that seems like it would make sense. And I think this tree should have some color in it. It's in its highlights anyway, I think that would make sense. It's night, but it's really colorful in here, so that's what I think. This is light enough. If it's not, I'll have to add some more white. It's an interesting way to add paint. Oh, thank you. Butterflies, yes, and fairies. I don't know if I've never painted butterflies before, but I could do some like fireflies or like little lightning bugs of some sort. Fairies, because they can be whatever you want if they're really little. Like the fairies from Legend of Zelda tend to be pretty small, little lightning, just little lights. But you know they're fairies because of context. Do 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 do. I'll probably make the other side of this tree just at least a little bit brighter. This will probably be my shadowy side, where the colors just aren't as bright. Add a little bit of white to the other side. Tap tap tap. Lots of little color. The closer you get to the bottom of the tree, you can get your little taps a little further apart, a little further apart. Make some little grassy bits, because not all of that's supposed to be tree. Not all of it anyway. I need a little bit more white, brighten some of that up. Other side. Lighter color. Probably moon or something out there somewhere. Lightning bugs might be giving us some light. I need to trim. Don't have the excess paint. This doesn't work as well if you've got too much paint on your brush. Likewise, it won't work if you have not enough. Oh, thank you. How long have I been painting? That's a little tricky to answer. I've been painting with oils specifically for just over a year, but I dabbled on and off with acrylics since high school. But I've painted more than twice as many paintings in oils than I did acrylic. It was really sporadic, maybe 36-ish acrylic paintings over the course of like 9 or 10 years versus the 70 plus that I've done in just over a year in oils. So the techniques don't really overlap, but the colors kind of do, I guess. I don't know, a long time. But if you're asking about oils, it's just been a little over a year. Just a little over a year. And everyone who's been liking the live, I appreciate that. I forget to mention that sometimes, but it does help if you like the live or send the little hearts. Drop the comments, all that stuff. It's all helpful. I probably could have lightened this up a little bit more, but it's so pretty. I think it's fine. I do. It's pretty. It's purpley. I like it. Space out the little taps as you get closer to the bottom. going to be so right on top of each other. And I also have little grassy bits down here. It's amazing what just the turn of your fan brush will do to what shape comes out. When I have the corner out there, I'm kind of leaning it at that angle, it looks like tree bits. When it's all flat like this, it looks like little rats. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm going to take a lot of those same colors. They kind of flattened out a little bit, so I'm going to scoop back up with my palette knife, get back in the pile, but I can use the same kind of little pile of color, start adding some highlights to these little bushes that live out here in the world. I don't know about you guys, if you guys paint, but I just tap my brush into the paint and it looks like it would have too much on it, like it might be a little clumpy, but it actually is just perfect. And you've got what looks like just maybe a touch too much, but not so much that it's fallen off, it just looks a little bumpy. And that's about right for me. I like to see texture on my bushes. And my trees. I do. I like that part. Just remembering not to cover every little bit. You want some shadow in there. No camphor though. Little bits, little bits. I'll probably mix up just this little bit of maybe a yellow or pink. I haven't really decided. If we're doing like fairies or fireflies, yellow or pink seems like that would be about right. To kind of have some little things floating around out there. We're just gonna do that. Make sure I keep those highlights in there. Separate the land from the water. They're not the same thing. Yeah, I think we're getting a nice little scene here. Oh, thank you. I like helping out. I appreciate the help. I definitely need it. I am very new to the TikTok art scene, but I don't know, it's fun. I enjoy it. So, you feeling little pink, kind of fairy-like little blobs of light? Are we thinking yellowy, like maybe it's a firefly perhaps? Or you gotta remove my palette. No problem. Pink or yellow? I don't know. I'm leaning towards pink, honestly. Pink would work. To me, is to be need some of that liquid white. Oh, I make my own. I don't love it. I could. It's not a particular reason why I don't. I simply can, so I do. I'm going to need this paint to be pretty darn thin for it to stick. And it's going to need to be bright. Stands out. Hopefully I can get it right enough to do just that. Try that. Let's see. see where we're at. I am very good at not hitting the brushes away. Let's see. And I'm sure these guys would hang out close to the water. Oh yeah, you can see that. See that just fairies, fireflies, some other little light up dude. Boop. 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 Perhaps even just near trees and bushes. I'm going to find a few of these. Sneaky one right over there. Let me see that one. Boop. There. Pink. Oh, thank you. I did use pink. I thought pink seemed like it would be more appropriate given our color scheme. Yeah. Maybe we'll do a couple more, but otherwise I'm thinking this little one is just about done. A lot can happen in 40 minutes, I suppose. And I started my live even like a couple minutes late. Not on purpose, it was just a whoopsie doozy on my part, but just a whoopsie doozy. And I think I could probably even use this little pink color that I blended up for my little fairy friends. I could probably just use that to go ahead and sign my name. I think I might have room. Let's squeak it in over here. I'll spin this around and sign it on the back. Except I don't remember what number painting I'm on. Oh, I don't have any to tell me. Should be 77. Check my painting from yesterday. It's down here. My little painting hobbit hole. So let's go see what number I threw on the back of that one. And put this one as the next number. Oh, thank you. Can't wait to watch the next one. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm kind of back and forth of whether or not I'll do another little 12 by 12 scene tonight or not. Because the 12 by 12 ones I can do a little quicker, but they're just as much fun. But I'm gonna go see what painting number I did yesterday. I did 76 yesterday. I thought I might have. I thought today was number 77, but I like to be sure. I like to be sure. If I go ahead and number one of these paintings in permanent ink, and I've numbered it as something I already did, like if I had numbered it 76, and I already have a 76, that's going to get confusing. I don't have two of the same number. This one's number 77. I'm going to write that down before I forget it. And then I need the date. That's a 7. There we go. It's February something. 76. Oh yes, thank you. You were there. You've got a good memory. And today is... What's the number of today's date? Is it the 17th? Does anyone know? What today happens to be other than Tuesday? Oh, Oh, it's the 18th. I would have been way wrong. 2025, that's, yep, look at that. I know what today is. Thank you, thank you. Just a fun little magical, little cove or grotto. I suppose you can call it whatever you want. It's pretty, and we like it. It's delightful. I enjoyed this one. So, and for now, I suppose I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, thank you. Liner Butterfly, 1987. I say such nice things. So, I will probably, I'm thinking I'm going to come back tomorrow and I'm going to do a seascape. We're going to do a seascape. Little, maybe sunrisey, could be sunsetty. And paint water tomorrow. Good night. Bye-bye. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.